Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. It's hard act to follow to have Dale Sanders on the show, but I hope all you folks out in Brownsville, Tennessee on 1520 AM and 95.3 FM and News Talk 101.5 in Jackson, Tennessee, and, of course, right here in Memphis on ESPN AM 790. 92.9 HD FM, and Dale was asking how many people to listen to the show, and I told him 8, and I just put a lot of zeros after that. 8 million, 8,000. I don't know how many listen to the show, but we're doing it for a long time, and we appreciate if you'd like to be a sponsor for this show, we can continue that too. Just check out lroutdoors.com. All right. Johnny Mcfarland, he is a regular on this show, and, of course, we do not pay our guests to be on this show. They pay us. No, they don't. No, but it's always good to have Johnny Mac. Now he's in retirement. He was never on a cane when he was working for the district attorney office. I don't know how retirement has affected Johnny Mac, but good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Larry. Yeah, the cane is a recent treat.
It is.
Yes. Sir.
Well,
yes,
I appreciate you taking the walk and coming on down here. You did drive, didn't you? You weren't like Dale and
No, I didn't try and walk here.
Okay, all right. Well, you got a big event. This is a big day.
Yeah,
for you
we got
guys.
a big day today.
Let's talk. We've talked about it before, but
well, we've done our youth hunt now. I don't know for sure, Larry. I think it's about 15 years.
It's more than 10. I know it.
And we do it at Payne Quail Farm in Arlington.
Yes.
Now Jerry Payne, who ran that Quail Farm for many, many years, was a very good friend of our chapter.
Yes.
And helped us establish this hunt.
Yeah.
Now, Jerry's gone, but his grandson, Justin, is running the Quail Preserve and is doing a fantastic job out there.
And you will have today, this is starts about 8 o'clock as soon as Johnny gets out of here and heads on out there. This event, folks, is all about kids.
Yeah, it's a chance for kids to hunt quail over pointing dogs.
How about that, Frank? Isn't that nice?
And so much of the time, these kids or even their parents have never seen pointing dogs work.
Never seen them until they can come out there. And the dogs are all
well, we'll have Brittany's, English pointers, setters, probably a couple of 3 other breeds out there that are all owned by the members. The members come out and bring their dogs and take the kids on the guided hunts.
And this includes a really cool stuff, folks. Not only do they get to see the dog work, which Frank is now full-time in, now watching dogs work, and the joy that the kids get to see, and maybe they've only seen it on TV, and they see it in person right now with these dogs, and the basic qualifications. You can bring that dog if you want to. The basic qualifications here, Johnny, is they got to have a hunter education.
They got to have a hunter safety card, and they've got to be able to safely handle a shotgun.
And you guys will even provide a shotgun if they
need a shotgun. We'll come up with the one. We provide ammo at least for 12 and 20 gauge.
Wow.
We provide the dogs. We've got an orange vest to give the kids, and we're going to feed them and all the volunteers lunch.
So walk us through what will happen. I mean, they'll get there and they'll undergo
first thing in the morning. We if we have our special guest Gene Smith out here today, which I plan on.
Yes.
Gene's going to give them a briefing, hunter safety briefing.
Okay.
Just a little reminder course.
All right.
To teach them how important safety is out there.
Yes.
We'll have a little hunter's prayer before we start, Pledge of Allegiance. Then we'll break the kids up into groups and head to the fields.
And they'll spend how long will they be in the field?
They'll be out there from about 9 to noon.
Okay.
By then they're getting hungry.
And so are everybody else.
So are everybody else. So are the volunteers.
Yes. They'll do this. But the object of this thing, and y'all have been doing it for 15 years or so, there's probably adults out there now that may have participated in this, Johnny.
Yep. We're getting to that point now.
And that's good.
That's great. That's great.
And the birds themselves, are these?
These are pen-raised birds that Justin raises, and they're flight conditioned, and they fly good.
They fly good.
There's going to be plenty of missed birds out there. I can guarantee you that.
All right, y'all hear this? Is this not a great event?
It is great. I actually was a volunteer in this deal 3 years ago, Larry. I went out there with my German short-haired pointer when she was still around, and did this with the kids, and it was a great deal.
What most do you remember about that, John?
Well, just, like you said, the enthusiasm of the kids and really getting to be a part of this. Like you said, quail hunting in the South here is a dying deal because of the fact that, when we were kids, there were wild quail all over the place. And now they're gone, so these kids aren't growing up with a quail hunting tradition like, we had then. So they're just showing them the dogs and how all this works and teaching the safety aspect of it, and it's showing them how cool this can be. It's important to teach these kids about the traditions from the past.
And Johnny, that's what Quail Forever, your chapter, is all about.
That's what we're all about, Larry. My biggest wish is that in a few years maybe we can take the kids on a wild quail hunt.
Yeah, exactly, John.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of work at Wolf River WMA that's become a quail management area.
Yes, it has.
We had good reports from Colin Stanley about the Quail Forever biologist enrolling property into pollinator habitat and native warm season grass habitat.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people spending a lot of time and money trying to help reestablish wild quail populations in Tennessee.
So why do you do this, Johnny? I mean, how long were you the district attorney's
I love
office?
31 years.
How long?
31 years with the DA's office.
So you've only been retired, what?
Past 2 years.
Past 2 years. So did you grow up hunting quail?
No, I didn't do a lot of hunting until later on.
See, that's what
it was kind of a new thing for me on into my 30s or 40s.
Yeah. So folks, I mean,
and I fell in love with it, and I fell in love with the dogs.
Well, that's why volunteers are so important on this event. Johnny's told me this. I mean, to give your time to come out there, and it's worth the trip to see Gene Smith operate if he's out there like he should be.
Gene will be there
because
I'm counting on it.
Because he's always, when they take the picture, Gene's in there.
He mugs for the camera. We hope to have a couple of other special guests today. Mike Webb, who I know was on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Mike, a wonderful guy. NRA guys is beyond. And of course, I can't say enough about the Payne family.
Like I say, they've been wonderful to support this. We couldn't do it.
No. And when Jerry passed, I'm so glad to see that his grandson Justin has kept this thing going. And your organization, now y'all are still meeting? Are y'all still having?
Well, we haven't been meeting we used to meet at Bass Pro Shop, but because of COVID-19, of course, we quit doing regular meetings out there. We've had some outdoor meetings.
Okay.
When the weather permits, and we've even had some Zoom meetings.
And you got a Christmas donation thing coming up here too, Johnny, don't you?
Oh, we're going to have a little contest. Yes, sir. We're going to have a little Christmas donation contest. We got probably a .22 rifle we're going to try and give away.
Okay. All right. So
we'll have tickets out there for that.
Now, you have a website or something, Johnny?
Mid-South Quail Forever.
.org. MidSouthQuailForever.org.
We've got a Facebook page.
And if you can look up, if you'd like to come out this morning and watch, or for an adult that wants to be a volunteer, can somebody come out and watch?
I tell people if they come out and their hands are in their pocket, I'll probably put them to work.
And he's got the cane to make you do it right now, to do those kind of things.
But we do want to also thank, I mentioned Mike Webb, but we do want to thank the NRA Foundation because they help us finance this every year to a big degree. We could, if it wasn't for the NRA Foundation, we could afford to take maybe 4 kids hunting.
Well, Mike and the new Tennessee guy, Tom Knight, I think was his name.
Yes, sir.
Was in the studio and nice enough to give us. Shelby got a hat. Did you get a knife, Shelby? You got a knife too? She's shaking her head over us because she's got that face mask with teeth all in it, and everything. So, and that way I never know if she's talking to me or just trying to get me to shut up. But these things. Frank, did you hunt birds when you were a kid? I mean, did you come by this love of dogs naturally, or is that something that's passed down from Barton to Barton?
Not really from Barton to Barton, but I started doing it when I moved over to eastern Arkansas and had an opportunity to do it. Don't have it that often.
No.
Just like John said, because loss of habitat.
Yeah.
But I sure do enjoy it.
Well, John, I know John enjoys watching dogs work. I do too. And Frank now is back from a very successful, as we mentioned last month, trip to Idaho, where he's now in the big time. Now he's got his name in the book that he writes. In fact, we can say that. Will your name be in boldface in that book from now on, Frank? I mean, since
no,
okay,
no. I did enjoy putting it in here about 2 weeks ago when I got the information back from AKC and
so it's in there
updated
now.
the records. Yeah, it's there.
Okay,
it's there.
That's what it's all about. But again, that's out at the Jerry Payne Memorial Youth Hunt today out at their farm in Arlington. Johnny Mcfarland will be out there with all the Mid-South chapter of Quail Forever. And so will, I'm sure, Gene Smith will be out there. And go to their website for more information. It's really a cool event. They're going to provide the ammo, 12 and 20 gauge, the orange vest, lunch for hunters and volunteers. It doesn't say lunch for volunteers and hunters. It says lunch for hunters first, okay?
That's it. And, Larry, I want to tell you one more thing.
What's that?
These kids that come out,
yeah,
they don't spend a nickel.
Not even a nickel?
They don't spend any money at all. Between the NRA Foundation and the chapter fundraising, I won't say it's free because a lot of money gets spent.
Well, sure you do, but that's...
but we charge nothing for these kids to attend.
Well, and I don't charge anything for you to come, Johnny. Thank you. You're always welcome to be part of Outdoors with Larry Ray. All right, let's take a break. Johnny's got to check out there and get out of town, and then we're going to talk about a really cool event going on this weekend. Baseball players fishing against pro fishermen. We'll be right back.